Debunk news.
Hello everyone, I'm Ender, this is Ray, and we're coming at you live with some breaking news. We have been banned from the Poggerz SMP.
Now, we know you might be confused about this, but allow us to explain.
Honestly, it is quite simple, because I can't explain.
What?
I honestly can't, because I do not know why I was banned. It all happened really fast, so let's try getting through it. Okay, so there I was sitting behind my PC, checking up on Discord before calling it a day and heading to bed when suddenly I received a message from you that I had suddenly left the Discord.
I thought it might be good to check if it was on purpose or if something had happened, you know?
Yeah, and that was fair, but when I checked, I was banned from the Discord. So I decided to check Minecraft through the din map, and when I tried asking what was up through there, I couldn't send a chat message, which could only mean one thing. I was banned from Discord and Minecraft. Now, that's why I'm being confused. I had not received a warning and made a genuine effort to stick to the rules. I even made a statue with my dragon egg when requested, since I was not allowed to keep it as an item.
Yeah, I remember that. We did it during the end busting stream because Alan, also known as Dread King, wanted to see you place it.
Correct you are. We streamed it by the quest. So they saw it was there on a monument to hold to the rules and do what was asked, as I came to an agreement with Alan that I could keep it on the statue.
Then what else could have caused us ban?
I honestly couldn't figure it out at the start either, and so the story ended.
So, what now?
Well, since we cannot record a proper finale on the server like we did with Triumvirate, we did this as the next best thing.
Well, where do we go now? Because we like doing SMPs.
Great question. Now that the Poggerz SMP ended so suddenly, I was not prepared to move to somewhere else. I do have another SMP, but it is not quite active enough, so I guess we just gotta search.
But what if it didn't end there? But what if it didn't end there?
What do you mean? I have no way to get unbanned. I can't prove my innocence without knowing the crime.
I don't know, but how about we rewind for a bit and go from why you were banned to why I was banned. So there I was, checking Discord, when suddenly I saw a message in Poggerz SMP that you, along with several others, had left.
So there might be more that suffered the same fate?
I was told that they were kicking inactive players, and knowing we played recently and we were active in the Discord, something was wrong. So, as I saw that, I messaged you to ask what was up, but then you didn't know either what was up, so I went back to Poggers to ask them what was up, and they told me something interesting. They told me that you weren't banned for being inactive. It was something different. So, me being curious, I decided to do some investigating, starting at asking them what the reason was, which I received some interesting responses from.
How about we go through those very interesting responses interview style?
Sounds good to me.
So you said you received some interesting responses. What would those be exactly?
Well, they gave a few reasons, some I don't agree with, but we'll go over them anyways. For starters, they said you are a little annoying.
But I was not nearly as active in the Discord as others. I didn't spam and even try to stick to the rules. I feel slightly offended. Nonetheless, go on.
After that, they said you complain too much.
Complained too much. I was just trying to enforce and stick to the rules. For example, the no OP rule, so people would stop teleporting and stuff. When people kept doing it, I just pointed that out because that rule was made with a reason and it was getting slightly annoying. And later, when they used those same admin powers to first re-accuse Chicken of his past crimes that were forgiven after he was unbanned after the short poll in the Discord, they even bullied him in game by setting his heart so his maximum would be half a heart and killing him repeatedly.
Exactly. You were just trying to be a good player and make sure the rules weren't broken and people weren't bullied or falsely accused. Because, as we know, being an admin does not mean the rules don't count for you.
Exactly. So that just seems like they wanted me gone so I would stop calling them out on their rule-breaking ways. Anyway, proceed.
After that, they said you were unfair. But as mentioned, you were just trying to follow the rules and stick to justice. So I don't see the problem there either.
So now we are 3 reasons in. So far, one was a personal attack, and the other 2 are either lies or I was misunderstood.
So far, yes. But there's more. Because after those two quite similar claims, they said you jumped to conclusions?
That just isn't true. I was actively against that. I didn't consider someone guilty without proof.
Maybe they mean you concluded they are innocent instead of guilty.
Well, I like to have faith in people. Instead of guilty until proven innocent, I prefer innocent until proven guilty.
The next reason they gave me, however,
Do tell.
there isn't it. Well, it isn't even a reason really. They just called it a no-brainer.
That feels even more like a personal attack. And behind my back as well. I was not even there to defend myself of these accusations.
Then you're gonna laugh at the last reason, because they said that you talked behind their back.
I most certainly did not. Sure, I might have questioned their capabilities as an admin to myself, but I did not talk bad about them where they could not see it. Sure, I dropped an insult here and there in the conversation during an argument about the rule breaks and injustice, but so did they. You know, everyone does that from time to time. And if anyone is talking behind backs here, it would be them. In those reasoning, I was insulted twice, and if it wasn't for you, I would never know.
Hypocrisy. But it gets worse. When I tried reasoning with them and letting you back to defend yourself, because let's be real here, even from an outsider's perspective, it sounds really unfair. I was banned for it.
How is that justice? You're only trying to reason and defend a friend.
Honestly, I don't know either. But maybe they will see this video and undo what they did.
Oh well, as seen throughout this short news flash, we have plenty of proof about all this.
That we certainly do. But what are we gonna do now?
Simple. We are just going to return as if nothing happened.
Could you explain?
Of course. But first, a word from our sponsor. Hey, you.
Me?
Yes, you. Do you like my content?
Yeah?
Then I have the thing for you.
Fucking ass.
I now have a Discord server. Just click the link down in the description and you can join it.
Let's get back to the video. So, here we are again, behind our trusty old desk, but I can't help and wonder, how are we going to return?
It's quite simple, for you see, all of this happened in the evening for us. After that, my creativity spiked and the idea and script for this video were created.
Script?
Let's cut the crap. We've been reading off a script the entire time. Even your little surprise to the script was scripted. Originally, we were going to use a small TV studio I built in-game, but then you decided that Animatic go burr, so here we are. And after that happened, we went to sleep and woke up to an unban and invite back in. We just decided it would be a waste to not use this script since we kinda had fun with it and were messing around a lot.
And it was good animating practice for me.
Took you a week to make this instead of the planned 1 or 2 days. But in the end, we are returning, no hard feelings, and we can just get back to our regular shenanigans on the server.
And just like that, it's done. We hope you all enjoyed this little news flash with Animatic as well. It was very fun to make.
And let's all give some props to you for making it. It's great. And with that, we end this video. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
Bye! Hello everyone, Editor Ray here, and I made this little end card to add in something special that Anna doesn't know about, and I wanted to have a few editor's notes. Because there is some stuff I'd like to explain. For example, you might hear it now. There's a bird in the background. That is my bird. I record in the living room, so I don't really have a soundproof area around me. Which means that the bird in the background is a thing that happens in the video. From what I can recall, definitely at the start of the interview, you hear him very loudly. I apologize for that. Secondly, at also the interview, there is, after the reason no-brainer, until me saying that hopefully they'll undo the ban, there's a lot of repeating frames, because as I was editing, I realized that I didn't animate that. I thought I did. It turns out I didn't. Also, around there is also where I said, or Ender said that we have enough proof, and I know there's no proof in the video. This is because, as mentioned in the end, everything's been resolved, and I didn't feel like it was appropriate to put in the proof that we have, because they're just screenshots with names, really, that say the exact same thing that we said in the video. Another point I'd like to mention is that there was a lot of stuttering in the video. That's because this was our first time officially recording for a script, which, woo, but causes for a lot of stuttering. Another thing was that it took me, like mentioned again, a whole week. This project was supposed to be like maybe done in a day or two so we could upload it back Tuesday. Because on the day of uploading this, I actually finished this. I've been working at this for a week straight. This sounds like a lot, and it might be, but please keep in mind that Ender and the friend group where we all are in a Discord with kept distracting me in the middle of working on this, and me being me, I get distracted a lot, so yeah. Also, I keep saying also a lot, so just please excuse that. Another thing is that I animated before I added the audio, so some stuff might not look like some facial expressions might not look like what is said in that, because I had to improvise a lot with after I knew what the audio was, and you know, improvisation. Now, last but not least, I want to say a huge thank you to Ender for having me in this, just in the channel in general. It really does mean a lot to me, and I have so much fun doing this. It's also why I freely volunteer to do this animatic, because it feels like it's just something I could do for the channel that shows a little bit of appreciation from me to him. With that being said, I think this is the actual end of the video. Bye!